Hello, welcome to my oral presentation video. Today I'll be talking about the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe, or known as MCU movies. Of course, everyone knows the timeline of the movies, or maybe only the Marvel fans. Today's topic is about the toughest decision that Captain America has to make in his life, and also what I'm going to do if I was in his position. Let's start with how Captain America is worthy of wielding Mjolnir. So Marvel Studios teases us all the way from the Age of Ultron, and after all this time we finally know the truth. So we are going to talk about how Steve Rogers, aka the Captain America, is able to wield Uru weapon in battle. So the rule of Uru metal weapon can be kind of confusing. It's a god tier material which is forged to the heart of dying star. Only few people can handle the physical strength necessary to wield such a weapon. During the first Thor movie, Odin the Godfather decided to punish Thor for being arrogant and insubordinate by cursing his favorite toy. We can have it back just by being worthy of it. Apparently, Thor managed to figure it out at the end of the movie. The importance of Mjolnir's unique nature and his ability to determine worthiness was also brought up during the Avengers Age of Ultron, when various heroes trying to lift it up. One of the major movie moments of Avengers Endgame featured Cap wielding Mjolnir, casting lightning bolts, just generally amazing in battle against Thanos. Now, the question is, what changed in between Age of Ultron and Endgame to make Captain America worthy of wielding Mjolnir? Clearly, it wasn't an issue on physical or mental strength, since we also saw him using the Stormbreaker, although Thor is less than happy to share that weapon. After all, one of his defining characteristics has always been his genuinely good and virtuous person. So it's hard to think that what would have made him unworthy up until this point. However, there might have been a moment prior to Age of Ultron which may have tarnished the typical image of Captain America. We are talking about the events of Captain America's Civil War, where Avengers were splitting apart and Cap was forced to battle against his own friend. In Captain America the Winter Soldier, Captain America learned that his best friend forever, Bucky Barnes, was responsible for the death of Howard and Maria Stark. But Cap apparently felt that Tony wouldn't appreciate the distinction, so he decided to keep this huge mistake and secret to himself. He claimed to protect Bucky from Tony. Steve Rogers is a bad friend to Tony for keeping this secret. Things went down during the Infinity War, and Steve was not around when Tony needed him. In Endgame, Tony apologized for his outbursts, knowing the resentment is toxic, and decided to move on. Here, we can see that the toughest decision made was not telling Tony the truth ended up causing a big fight. When he claimed that he wanted to protect Bucky is also a selfish way to act. If I was Steve Rogers, I would tell Tony the truth about their parents' death. Keeping this secret is kinda toxic. It is not that I don't want to protect my best friend Bucky, just that the one who killed both Tony's parents was the Winter Soldier under the possession of Hydra. After all these years of Avengers, I will not keeping anything from my team, as we're talking about big time saving the world. I don't want to end up fighting against my team, as it would bring to the splitting of the group like what had happened in Civil War. Now, not only we know the toughest decision that Cap ever made and what if I was in his position, we also know the truth behind the worthiness of wielding Mjolnir. So it's a bonus. After Tony knew the truth and Tony apologized in the early event in Endgame, Cap was able to use Mjolnir in the end. So, that's all for my video. I hope you do enjoy listening to the story And don't forget to watch all the MCU's movies.